Well guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to replace the subwoofer with a stronger one, or if your original one burns out, how to replace it. I'm going to take you through the entire disassembly process. It's a bit laborious, but I don't think it's difficult. I've already done some pre-disassembly, so I'll show you the first steps. First, we have to remove these two side columns here from the trunks. So, what are we going to do? We'll use these tools, okay? These plastic keys. Here's the airbag emblem that we will simply place behind here and push. We push, then remove this. It's a lock. Okay guys, we removed the lock. So what are we going to do next? The plastic key will fit here behind the lock, and you will apply force. It will make a noise, but there is no need to be scared of releasing the locks, okay? We managed to release the lock here. What are you going to do next? You will simply pull it back, okay? So hold it, pull it back, it unlocks and comes out because it has this lock here that fits in by pushing it forward. As you can see guys, it's positioned in the corner. Pull it back and it comes out. You will need to remove this cover on both sides, the passenger side and the driver side. Next, what will you have to dismantle? You will come with the key. Plastic again. Here are these finishes. You are going to fit this key. I've already left it a little loose to make it easier. You will insert the key under here and pull the entire edge of it to remove it. Once you've pulled it all out, you will be able to remove this cover here at the top. One of the interesting things is that this one is not perforated. If I'm not mistaken, the one on the passenger side is where the subwoofer is. It is perforated. You can see that we can view the other side. Let me see if I can show you in a better way here. If you look at the opposite side, you can see that it's perforated and lets the light pass through. You see the bar at the back. Using another one, which is this one, it doesn't let light pass through because it's not perforated. So on the passenger side that doesn't contain the subwoofer, it's not perforated but completely closed and sideways. There is the subwoofer. It is completely perforated on the inside, which allows light to pass through, obviously, in order to pass sound. So, recapping here for you, you have to remove the two side finishes here on the lining. You will initially pull the clip, that is the airbag clip. You pull it out and it comes out. Now you're going to remove this side trim. First you will pull this part forward, then you will pull it back so you can remove it, right? Once removed, you will need to remove these covers up here where the subwoofer is. We have 4 screws here, one here, one here. Let me shine a better light here for you. We have 4 screws, so we're going to have 1 screw here and 1 up there, 1 in the corner, and 1 here on this side too. So these are the 4 screws that you're going to have to remove. You're going to use a T25 Torx wrench to remove them. So, let me grab the wrench here. You're going to use this wrench here. It's a torque wrench or alien wrench. I'm not sure of the name, but it's a T. You're going to loosen the 4 screws.
From here and there, the ones at the 4 corners, because this is a grill, making sure nothing hitting here can damage the sub. With that removed, now comes the most difficult part in my opinion, which was the part that gave me the most trouble to figure out. And besides, it's the part where we find out how it was done, also to be able to remove it. So, this hatch has to come out of here, but how do we get this entire hatch out from the start? I initially thought that it had some screw, something holding it somewhere because it wouldn't come out at all. Then I figured out that it has a clip here, one here, one here, one here, and one there. So there's a clip, it has several clips here. These clips are very hard to remove, it was quite difficult. So how did I manage to get it free? Well, I used the same plastic key that I showed you. Let me get it again. here, I took the same plastic key, inserted it inside behind the lining, and applied force upwards. You have to exert a lot of force upwards. So, as I have only one hand, I am going to remove it. I'm going to pull the lining up, and then I will come back to you. So, hold on, I do have a way. Hold on, I have a way to attach the camera here so you can look. Let me put the holder here on the glass and adjust it. Then I will show you how to get this item out of here. So let's place it here on the cell phone holder so you can continue watching while I secure it. Alright, what are we going to do? We're going to take this key here, fit it in right underneath, and apply downward pressure. Upward. This noise isn't anything breaking, it's just the locks releasing. Here it's already released upwards, and now we have to pull it in our direction. So we're going to pull it backwards. Okay, guys? What we are going to do is just pull it forward slowly and gently, and it will come out. Perfect. I managed to remove it completely. So now I'm going to get it out of here. And I'm going to take it out of the car to show you better here. Hold on. I have to check the arrangement inside here. It's complicated. It's easier to put it in the trunk. Let's see if I can maneuver this lining in here and throw it into the trunk. It's in the trunk now. Alright, now we're going to the part that you are interested in, right? Where is the subwoofer and what does it look like? Follow me then, guys. Here is the subwoofer. For those who had doubts or wanted to see for themselves. Let me focus the camera there. Let's see if I can get good focus to show you. The original subwoofer, it has 40 watts. It works at 2 ohms. Look, it says 40 watts, 2 ohms. That's how it powers up, right? This is a dual coil sub. Here's the sub. So for those who have never seen the Audi A3 subwoofer, it's in here. It comes out here on the top side. I thought it came out on the bottom side. Here's its little plug. It's pretty difficult to access this plug, right? In this case, it's not easy. Here's the other plug for the light, right? For the boot, in this case. So it's quite complex. It's quite hard to remove this, but one cool thing is you're able to replace it with a stronger subwoofer if you want, because there's ample space here. Thus, you can substitute it with a stronger subwoofer from another brand, right? Use the same base here. As you can see, there are screws here that hold it. Let me zoom in to focus. They have screws. There are 4 screws, 1 at each corner, so you can take it out fully from here and put another stronger subwoofer in, or if it has burned out, you could replace it. Now I'm going to completely reassemble everything again here to show you, okay? Please give a like, guys. This type of content is fairly hard and laborious to make. I have lots of materials here. I need to do a lot of research, studying, learning, right? Trying my best to disassemble everything and get it to function indeed, to be able to show you here the actual effort it takes. Therefore, just for the work that I put in here to do this, and to show you here, helping you, presenting this type of content that nobody else shows on the internet, it deserves a like and a comment, okay? Now I'm going to put it back here. I'll put you guys here so that you can keep watching the reassembly of everything. So let's get it all back together now. I'm going to start the first step of the reassembly, okay? It's the reverse process. I'm going to grab the cover now. Let me just confirm that all the clips are in place. They're here, they're all here. This is extremely important. It's crucial to ensure that all the clips are still in place, so when you put it back, you're not missing any. Otherwise, they'll rattle or make noise. the maneuvering inside the car can be quite difficult, so how are we going to do this? We're going to firstly fit it here in place. It takes a bit of effort to get it fitted correctly because it has clips at the bottom that are a bit difficult to fit, but it's doable. Alright, it's basically fitted now, so the first thing we have to do is push it backwards. The lining, right? So we're going to push it towards the back to make sure it fits at the bottom of the first set of clips at the bottom so it's aligned. Push it back as far as it can go. Everything is okay now. What we're going to do next is we're going to work on the next part, which is locking those locks that were difficult to unlock at that moment. So how are we going to do it? Since everything is now fitted correctly, we're going to give it some taps here. So we fitted the first clip. All the clips are now in place. The clips in the area are already fitted. Okay. So what are we going to do now? We're going to start putting the screws back. So the first screw I'm going to put back is one that I had previously removed. They're the screws on top. Let me just see if I can support it here. I got you all here. Let's go. Here are the screws in my hand. I'll leave them up here so we don't lose them. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to take them and put them where I told you. A little hole for each one, right? So this one goes here. Let me fit this one here. This one goes here. This one goes here. This other one goes at the bottom, and this last one goes at the bottom too. Okay, I'll show you again for you without my hand in front to help. So it's one here, one at the back, one in the corner on the other side, and one here. So now I'm going to tighten the screws here, obviously, so they don't get loose, so they don't make noise inside the car. Then we proceed with the installation of everything back to you to show you everything installed correctly. Here it is finished. The screws are already very tight. Now we are going to move on to fitting the covers, right? As I told you. So what are we going to do? This cover here will fit on the passenger side. So let's fit it here. Take it here again to show you here. There are the clips you see. The right fit there, so it's very simple. You just have to press it. That's it. On one side it's already fitted. The finish is fitted on this side here. For those who ask if it would be possible to put two subs, it can, but there isn't a hole inside the can down here. But if you wanted to put a tiny sub slim, you could, because it already has the cutout. I don't know if you'll be able to do it. But it already has a little cutout mark here that you can see in the light. You see, you would have to cut it out here, and the original cars or the imported ones, right? Here they come with a little twitter. But right in the S3, in the A3, it doesn't come in the S3. It comes a little more twitter and a little sub here, so I'm going to mount the screen here on the other side. As I told you here, you don't have to fit that grid on that screen here in these holes. So let's continue here with the new assembly. Well, as I told you about this finish here, it has this part that is like a hook that you have to fit it there and push it forward. You see, it is a drawing of a hook. You will fit it here and push it back so it locks. So this part is a little boring to see. but we can do it. There it was pushed all the way. We look at the latch here, the latch hole here, it fits. Now we take it. The airbag lock, and it will fit here in the hole, in the airbag lock itself. Ready? The lock is in place. The finish is perfect here on the lining. The finish is nice here. Everything is assembled again. Now all that's left to do is mount it on the opposite side, right? Which I think is there's no need to record the other side for you. So I'll put some more information here at the end of the video for you. Okay, but basically,
on this side, we still need to finish assembling it. For those unfamiliar, this little white hose here is the sunroof drain. And on this side, the red drain hose that you saw, the hose is white on the other side for the sunroof drain. Okay guys, listen to this little sound. It's the little sound that the parking sensor makes. Okay, when you shift to reverse gear, this is what makes the sound. Alright, let me finish the assembly here and I'll leave some more information for you in the video. Everything is perfectly reassembled, everything in its right place. The airbag component fits perfectly, the cap fits properly, the lids here, which would be for the subwoofers, are nicely fitted. It's completely complete. It's fitted without making any noise. Here's a tip for you guys. And remember, this is an exclusive video from the Noble Motorsport channel, one of the only ones in Brazil that produces this type of content. We are the only one in Brazil that teaches coding from beginner to professional level. If you want to learn about coding, check out the first links in the description below. And remember, we will have another series of videos about original accessories showing you assembly and disassembly among many other things. Okay guys, if you liked this video, give it a like, share it, it helps us a lot. Because this type of content takes a lot of work to create, disassemble, assemble, and you run the risk of breaking parts. I'm the only person in the Brazilian market producing this type of content. Even in the international market, I couldn't find any videos on YouTube teaching this. So give us a like, support us, subscribe to the channel, and if possible, leave a comment to boost engagement. Hugs guys.